Hello friends, and welcome to the beginning of the week. Welcome to Meshi TV. I'm so glad that you are here. And in today's video, I'm starting a brand new series which I'm hoping that you will have fun with me on this. I thought that we would do sort of an energy update, pick a word of the week, but to help us pick a word of the week that we can actually use us to bring us into focus, or sort of like an intention. In order for us to help along with that, I thought that I would pull a couple of cards. One, I thought that I would use the Oracle deck that I have from Sahara Rose, the Yogic Path, and I thought that I would use the Spirit Animal from Kim Kranz to sort of just give us like an underlying energy that I think that will help all of us moving into the week. So something that, like, the energy that we can really embody in all of us and move into sort of into a higher state of being. So if you wanted to see that, then let's just dive right in. If you are brand new here, thank you so much for taking the time to join me and to connect with me on this channel. If you are brand new, well, just hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time that I release a new video. We usually chat a few times a week here, and we talk about spiritual practices, we talk about anxiety management, and we talk about planning and how to use all of that, how we can use all of these tools so that we become a little bit more empowered along the way, and we're using it to better ourselves. So if that sounds good, you're going to love it here. All right, let's just dive right in, because I cannot wait to get my hands on this. Okay, I thought that first and foremost, I would actually use the Animal Spirit deck, which has been, I was resisting this so much, but honestly, because when I looked at the imagery, I'm not sure if you have seen this before. It's very beautiful, but it wasn't very feminine. So for me to actually choose a deck like this, first of all, for me to even accept that I'm going to be using Oracle decks has been a challenge. So we're moving through it. That's how we grow, just by accepting change. At least that's what I like to think of. So what would be an energy that would be helpful for the collective to embody? What animal would be useful for the collective? What energy would be useful to embody for the collective, please? And usually I wait until something pops out, because I know that that's not my energy that I'm putting in. And there we go. So we have, we have the crocodile. Let's talk about the crocodile, shall we? And I'm going to read you what it says about the crocodile, but I'm going to also just mention how I think of the crocodile. I have pulled the crocodile before. If you have seen my previous Plan With Me videos, I have actually done this where the word of the week sort of comes up as I pull a card, and then that's that underlying energy that it represents. That's the underlying energy that I focus on for the week. It's sort of like the intention for the week. So the crocodile is resting, submerging, collecting energy, and cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from external world and turn inward. Now it's not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. So when it's actually in balance, it's wise, patient, and a silent powerhouse. And I remember picking that card, and my word for that week was actually silent powerhouse. And when it's out of balance, then you feel stuck and you lash out. And you can bring it into balance by resting and Makarasana pose. So if you're doing some yoga, it will be very helpful. Now, I also, if you are practicing yoga, I do have the Yogic Path, and oh my goodness, if you do not have this deck and you do work with tarot and with oracle cards, I highly recommend this. Not because it's easy, I mean, it's so big, like look how big it is on my hands. So it's not because of the size of the cards, but because of how deep and meaningful they are. So a lot of the times I would do a reading for myself, or I'm looking for like a quick insight, but then the underlying energy that I end up pulling from the deck is it just sort of speaks so much deeper. You know what I mean? So when we're going to combine it with the animal spirit, I thought that the two combined would actually be a really nice quick hit of insight. Okay, hang on, let me grab the rest of the cards. Okay, let's give it a quick shuffle. What is the underlying energy that we should embody for the next week for the collective, please? Perfect. Krishna. So here's the card, and let me dim my lights. So this is a Krishna. This is the card that I pulled. And here is the crocodile. So let's read about Krishna. I know that it's listed in the deities. Wow, God of compassion and love. So Krishna is the love. And because it came up upright, we're just going to go with that. So what does it feel like to be totally enamored, raptured, and captivated with love for the divine? This is the essence of Krishna. You have entered a time when you have realized love is something so much greater than passion between two people. Instead, it is the origin of all life, where everything blossoms. You have trusted in the greater forces of the universe, and in return, it supports you with its all-encompassing arms, embracing you like stars in the sky. Continue trusting that the divine is omnipresent and that you are not only a part of the universe, but the entire universe exists inside of you. Krishna also reminds you that play is a form of prayer. So much to take away from this, really. But between these two cards, when I think about the underlying energy of both of them, what I'm getting, it's almost like it's okay to take your time to go deep within and to contemplate rather than to make rash decisions. And Krishna reminds us of the deep inner love that unifies us all, but it's a love for yourself. Love is the ultimate unifier, to be honest. So Krishna is sort of reminding us that you're kind of like what I usually tell you guys, that you're just so much more powerful than you think. That's kind of what I'm getting, where when we're talking about compassion and love, where can you be more compassionate? Where can you exercise that level of unifying love where you feel deeply interconnected? What are the things that you can do that sort of unifies you back to that inner joy? Or more simply, maybe your message is just simply to contemplate how you can integrate play within your week, and what that will bring up. Because the moment that you give yourself permission to play and to integrate and to run freely with your imagination and really awaken your inner child, magic can happen. So just from these cards, maybe perhaps you're going to take some time to go deeper within, to contemplate, or go deeper within so that you make a decision more from a place of understanding rather than from a place of reaction. And maybe you're going to be reminded that for this week, place a higher importance on compassion and on love. So take a look at the image, and even if we're looking at just the image, even if I read nothing to you about Krishna, look at the colors that are dominating. Primarily it's green and blue. Blue is all about the throat chakra. And green is all about the heart chakra. It's all about opening your heart. It's all about feeling compassion. So contemplate on what your message or what your word of the week will be from these two cards. Maybe you need a little bit more inwards, more stillness, more contemplation, or maybe you need to find a way that you can exercise more love for yourself. So whether you're going with this guy, or you're combining the two together, whichever way you're going to be swinging, this is your message for the week. I hope that you guys have found this helpful and useful. Let me know what you ended up picking for the word of the week. Comment below and let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. And in the meanwhile, thanks so much for joining me in this video. If you have enjoyed it, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just keep shining your light, you guys. And I will see you guys again in my next video.